Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Teacher Edition. It's your host, Billy Bob. And today, from Lifeway Christian School, a 5th and 6th grade middle school science teacher, Mr. Edwards. Hello, Mr. Edwards, and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, ready to win lots of money.
Yeah, well, everyone does. Okay, let's jump right in. Your $100 question is, how do the human vocal cords work?
I have the perfect demonstration to show you. Alright, so the question was, how do human vocal cords work? So to just show you as a demonstration, I took a plastic cup and I wrapped 2 rubber bands around the plastic cup. If you can see the rubber bands here, those represent my vocal cords. So vocal cords are this stretchy elastic tissue. And what happens is air goes through the vocal cords, it causes them to vibrate. Now the length and the thickness of the vocal cord changes the sound. So if you listen, but then if I make them short and narrow, it's a different sound than if I make it real long and stretched. So the pitch of your voice is determined by how short and narrow or long and stretched out your vocal cords are.
For $100, that question is correct, Mr. Edwards. Your next question is, for $200, why do we yawn?
Well, I've seen lots of kids in my class yawn. So I know that we yawn because, well, they're not real sure why we yawn. But some think it's because people are bored, probably what's happening in my class, and because they're tired, again, what's happening in my class. But they're not real sure why we do it. But I do know that what some people say is it's contagious. Just thinking about it made me yawn.
Well, interesting answer. For $200, that is correct. And let me just say, boredom, I've been in his class. It definitely makes you yawn. Well, so far you're on a roll, but let's see how you do now. Each question will eventually get harder. Your $300 question is, why do we get side pains when we run?
Well, I went running this morning. I about died. I got side pains. But I know the reason we get side pains is there's pressure in the abdomen. So you have the diaphragm helps you breathe. And the pressure in the abdomen pushes up on the diaphragm. And then the lungs are expanding because you're breathing heavy. And it's pressing on the diaphragm. And it's causing it to kind of pinch and spasm. And that's what that pain is. That pain is irritation in the diaphragm when you're running. I know you can make it better by taking deep breaths and slowing down and relaxing for a little bit, and eventually it goes away.
Well, that is correct for $300. Next question for $500 is, why are evergreens always green?
I think I know.
Have we stumped you?
Now I have lifelines, right?
Correct.
I think I know, but I'm going to go ahead and call my expert, Trevin. Or I'm going to ask my expert, Trevin, and see if he can help me answer it.
Okay. Final? Locked it in?
Yeah, let's get a hold of Trevin, my expert. Hey, Trevin, I need your help. I'm on a game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I need your help on a question. Come here. So, my question is, why do evergreen trees always stay green? Can you help me?
I know why. Because the long, pointy needles and the wax on the outside keeps the water in all year long. And that is why it stays green all year long.
Yes, I'm going to go with that answer. Their long needles and the waxy skin help keep the water in so they stay green all year.
Good thing you asked your expert, Trevin, because you were correct. Your $1,000 question is, why can sometimes we see the moon during the day and other times we cannot?
Well, The moon and the Earth's rotation allows the moon to sometimes be in our daytime skies and in our nighttime skies. And when you can't see it during the day, it's because it's either on the other side of the Earth, away from you, or because the brightness of the sun just overpowers the sunlight being reflected from the moon. That's my final answer.
You're sure? Because if you get this wrong, you lose everything.
I'm sure. Locking.
For $1,000, that answer is correct.
Yes.
For $2,000, your question is, why can flies stick to the ceiling?
Well, I think I know this. So flies have sticky things on their feet that allow them to stick to the ceiling, but they can't be too sticky or they get stuck. Tried it once. I put glue on my hands, super glue on my hands, and put my hands on the ceiling. I was stuck there for 3 days before somebody found me. But so they have these little claws on their feet, and they can actually scrape the sticky stuff off so that they can get off from being stuck to the ceiling. And sometimes they have to wiggle and pull to get it off if it's too sticky. So they use those claws. I actually have a picture. I'll show you.
So, just one question. How much super glue exactly did it take to stick you to the wall?
Let's just say I bought stock in super glue.
Well, one figured. Anyways, that's your final answer?
It's the final answer.
For $2,000. That is correct.
Yes.
Okay, for $4,000, your question is, how much does the Earth weigh?
Suppose more than I can lift is not the right answer. I want to go ahead and phone a friend, and I want to call my friend Tiny Tom.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Edwards.
Hey, Tiny Tom. Hey, I have a question for you. I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the question is, how much does the Earth weigh?
That's a really easy question. You should know this. You taught me this back when I was your student back in 1892. It's 13.17 septillion pounds. Good luck, Mr. Edwards.
Thanks, Tiny Tom. Yeah, pretty smart. I'm gonna go with what his 13.17 septillion pounds.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Let me start by saying you are way younger than I thought.
Thanks.
But for $4,000, you are correct. Well, sadly, Mr. Edwards, we are all out of time for this week. But we will see you again next week so you can try, notice I said try, to win $1 million. Wave goodbye.